Hello, I'm Dave Logan. I'm the founder of Onli Travel, and welcome to our live stream. I will just make a couple of technical comments first. The first one is that there's about a probably 20 to 30 second buffering lag. So just so you're aware of that, particularly if you type a question. Secondly, you have two choices in how you watch this. You can watch it on Kickstarter, actually on our campaign page, in which case you can see it and hear it, but you won't be able to type in any questions. Alternatively, you can click through to YouTube, and then there's a chat function typically in the lower right, depending on your system, where you can ask questions. And what we'll do is we'll take questions after I give a little overview of the bag. So our agenda today is very simple. As you know, we're in a campaign on Kickstarter for this product, the Onli Travel Revolution Rolling Pack. This is the world's first modular four-wheel, three-part spinner. So I'm going to give you a little overview of it, and then would be happy to answer any questions. So first, what you can see is when it's all together like this, you can use it like a four-wheel spinner, roll it down an airplane aisle, turn it sideways to do that. It rolls very easily. To answer one question that somebody asked me, we're quite confident in the wheels. We designed the product with a solid base, and that's the reason actually why we can do side pockets. Because if you were going to split it down the middle to expand it, you wouldn't be able to do the side pockets. But by designing a solid base, we put the expansion gusset for the middle unit on the front, and that enables us to have more strength and stability at the bottom. So we're very comfortable about that. Also, the wheels have been designed so that they can simply be unscrewed from the inside. There are 5 screws, they're not bolted. So if there ever is a problem, it's very easy for us to send you under warranty a replacement wheel. They will be covered under warranty. And then it's 5 screws to put the new one in. Not very complicated at all. At any rate, what you can see is when it's all together, you can roll it as a four-wheel spinner. You can also use it as a large travel backpack. All 3 pieces work well together that way. And the other thing I'll just mention is somebody asked me actually after one of these demonstrations before, do you always have the backpack straps dangling on the ground? And the answer is no. We just do that to make the demonstration easier. I'll just show you here. It's very easy to stow the backpack straps. They have their own little pocket here, which zips closed. So you can totally, if you're going to just roll the bag, you can put them away. And we'll later show you, you can actually put a cover over the rear padding so that it doesn't get damaged if you choose to check the bag. So I'm going to put the backpack straps back on now just for demonstration purposes. And now where this gets interesting is if you get to the airport and the airplane is crowded and there's not much space, you can take the bag apart because it's modular. And this enables you to find smaller places in the airplane to put the 3 different pieces, and hopefully helps you to avoid having to gate check a bag. And as you know, if you gate check a bag, you have to wait in the jet bridge to get it back. You never know exactly how long that will take. You never know how crowded, how hot, or how cold the jet bridge is. So it's very nice to be able to avoid gate checking a bag if you can. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through each of the 3 pieces in turn. I'll start with this unit. This is the front unit of the bag. We call this the Messenger Tote Pack. This has a 3-way strapping system, so you can wear it as a shoulder bag, or a tote, or a messenger bag. But because it's a 3-way innovative strapping system, you can also wear it as a backpack. Either one will work. This will hold a 17-inch laptop. It will also hold a tablet. It has an RFID shielded top pocket here that I'll talk about a little more in a minute. It also has a hidden water bottle holder here that comes out when you need it. So if you're going to be running around all day with just this in kind of a lightweight mode, you can carry a bottle of water and not get dehydrated. But the most interesting feature of this unit is that it's actually been designed to strap to the tray of the airplane seat in front of you. So what happens is you basically put it down, you put the tray down, you put the strap over, and then you bring it back up. And so now it's strapped to the tray in front of you in its upright position. Now you have legroom because you don't need to put anything under your seat. You have access to all your things here. And in the top, we designed this pocket to fold down like a shelf. So this becomes, in essence, a little workstation for your tablet. You can watch a movie, you can do your emails, you can function reasonably well in the middle seat. I'm not going to go so far as to say enjoy the middle seat. That would probably be an overreach, but it makes the middle seat a lot more comfortable. You can also see here some of the organization of the inside. We have a place for a phone here, a place for a charger here. They're right next to each other, so you can charge this in the top front pocket if you want. Here is where the iPad or your tablet would go. So everything is quick and easy, one access ability to get to it very quickly. So I'll zip that up, and I'll put this to the side. And now I'll go to the rear unit. So this also zips off like this. This is also a small, lightweight backpack with very nice, comfortable straps because the straps have actually been designed to hold the whole three-piece system when it's together. You can see that when this is compressed like this, it's very thin and close to your back. So if you're not carrying very much, it's very good for maneuvering in crowded conditions like subways or buses or things like that. But this is fully expandable. You just go like this, and now this is why we call it the expandable day pack. Now you have a full-size backpack that you can carry, pretty much as you would want to in it. This also has been designed to open like a suitcase. So it's got a clamshell opening system, and what that does is that in essence turns this backpack when you need it to into a weekender or an overnight bag. There's plenty of space here, particularly with our packing cube system, to go for a 1 or 2 or 3 night trip very, very easily. This also holds a 17-inch laptop, and it also holds a tablet. So now you have basically 2 bags, each of which have that capability. So if you're traveling as a couple with 1 bag, that's nice if you want to split up. The other interesting feature about this bag, I'll put it down here on the table, and I'll pull out a hidden cover that's underneath. And what this cover has been designed to do is if you zip it around the back like that, it will protect the rear padding if you choose to check the bag. But this cover, and this is where it's an innovative new feature, actually goes the other way as well. And so if you turn it this way, then this will circle around, and if you imagine my hand going through here is a yoga mat, a sleeping bag, or a rolled up jacket, you can put that in there. These straps will connect to these loops, and essentially you can carry sleeping bag, yoga mat, extra jacket. It expands the carrying capacity of the bag, and it turns this little day pack sort of into an adventure bag. So that's a nice versatile feature. I'll simply put this away. It goes right underneath there, very easy. And now we come to the critical point where you're at the airport, and the evil gate agent, if you will, says you have 1, 2, 3 bags. You're only allowed 1 carry-on and 1 personal item. So for that situation, we have designed this. The front and the rear unit go together, just like this, and now you have our double pack. So the double pack is an even larger backpack composed of the front and the rear units put together. It can also be used, of course, as a overnight or a weekender bag. It now carries two 17-inch laptops, two or even three tablets, as well as a full change of clothes and a water bottle and an umbrella and everything. So this is great as an everyday commuting backpack, as a business backpack. As you can see, it's elegant enough for any meeting. It stands up nicely on its own. It has the additional benefit of if you start off wandering with somebody together and then want to split up, one of you can take one bag and one of you can take the other one. So that's the backpack system. Now if we turn to the spinner, let me start by describing the way that most companies design their four-wheel spinners. Most companies make them to be the maximum size. So in the US, that is 22 inches by 14 inches by 9 inches. We went out and we measured underneath airplane seats. And what we found is most airplane seats have 8 to 8.5 inches underneath them. So most spinners won't fit under the airplane seat. That limits your flexibility if you're trying to get onto a crowded flight. So what we did is we made ours 7.5 inches. And so what that means, and if you can see here, it's got a slightly tapered design as well. So that means in a pinch, if you needed to, it'll probably fit under the airplane seat in front of you. Not, of course, if you have a bulkhead or if there's electronic equipment or something like that under it. But in most cases, it probably will. So it gives you an additional degree of freedom. We also designed ours with side pockets, which most spinners don't have because a lot of them split down the middle. But these side pockets enable you to hold a wet umbrella, a water bottle, the jacket you just took off when you came in from the cold into the airport that you'd like to put somewhere. A very nice convenience feature. On the inside, what we did is we designed a set of packing cubes that perfectly fit the bag. So when you pack, you know it's going to fit, and that takes the stress out of packing. And each of these has been designed to do something specific to make packing easy and stress-free. So here you have a suitor. This will hold a suit, a dress, a jacket, anything like that. It has designated fold points so that you can fold it so it won't wrinkle. Then here is something that's unique to the travel industry, a double-sided shirt and pants folder. Shirts on one side, pants on the other. It actually has instructions and the folding boards inside of them so that you can pack your clothes so that they don't wrinkle. A good guideline is it holds basically about 5 shirts, 2 pairs of pants. That will go right here. Then the hardest thing to pack are shoes. So this is our 2X shoe cube, which basically holds 2 pairs of shoes, and these Velcro straps enable you to compress the shoes down so they take less space when you're packing them. And that will go right there. Then we have a cube for socks and underwear, clean on one side, dirty on the other with odor-resistant plastic, so you don't need to carry a laundry bag when you travel. That goes right here. Then we have a toiletries kit underneath an extra compartment that's perfect for brushes, for makeup, for workout clothes, anything like that. That goes right here. And then we have small items, anything you forgot, incidentals, goes here, and you're packed. So you can see it makes the packing very, very easy. And if you go on a trip and you buy things, either souvenirs or you go to a convention and you pick up a bunch of material, this is expandable. So when it expands, and you can see this is the way we solve from a design perspective the challenge of making an expandable bag but also having a solid base, is we made it expandable from the side here. This gives you an extra 3 inches of space. In this configuration, it will still qualify as a carry-on bag in most situations, but it probably won't go under the seat in front of you, but probably will still go on the overhead. And then the final two cubes in our 8-cube system we put here on the front of the backpack for convenience. And these are your 311 bag, TSA compliant for your liquids and things like that. And then of course cords and chargers for all your electronics. And we figured these would go right here in the front because it's very quick and convenient. You can get them out very rapidly. So what you can see in total is we've tried to design a bag that truly lives up to our company's name, the only bag you need. It's everything from 2 small, lightweight backpacks for going around town, to a larger business backpack or commuting day pack, to an overnight or a weekend bag, to a 4-wheel spinner for a business trip or a week-long trip, to, if everything is expanded, you have about 70 plus liters of space, and you've got a backpack or a system that you can go around the world in. So we've tried to think of those contingencies and design something that serves a lot of masters and serves them all well. So that's our little presentation. If you want to watch this again, it will be up on YouTube following the completion of the live stream. We'll keep it up for at least a week or so, something like that. There's also a video that we've actually produced that is me giving essentially this presentation, but done with a professional photographer, so you can get a little bit better close-up and things like that. But that's our overview. We are live on Kickstarter now. We have 5 days to go in the campaign. So if you're interested, we encourage you to pledge before that 5-day period is up, because once Kickstarter is over, then we move into another phase where we're focused on delivery and things like that. So let me open it for any questions that anyone may have or anything that people would like to ask me. And Kyle will read me the questions, and I'll do my best to answer them.
Yes, we have one that says, can we see the laptop in the pockets in both sections?
Sure. So you've got a laptop there.
Yeah, well, this is a...
Yeah. Okay, so this is a large, this is actually my wife's old...
No, it's mine.
Oh, it's my son's old, large 17-inch laptop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the front and the rear units apart. So we'll do the rear unit first. So what you can see is in the rear unit, which is the expandable day pack, I'm going to open it like this, and here's where you would put the laptop. So I'll put it in here, and then you close it up just like that. So that's the rear unit. Then, and in the rear unit, if you wanted to also carry a tablet, you can carry it here. We have a spot for it here. We actually have a spot on the rear unit for a second tablet inside this front organizing compartment, which I didn't show you in the original presentation, but right here, you can put a second tablet. So that's the carrying mechanism for the tablets and the 17-inch laptop in the rear unit. In the front unit, which is our messenger tote pack, there's a cavity right here. So I'll open that so you can sort of see that here. And then I'll put the 17-inch laptop in here. Goes right in like that. And then this, as I said, you can wear as a tote or a shoulder bag as well as a backpack. So, does that answer your question? I don't know if you can type that quickly and there's a delay, but that's the quick answer is yes. With this system, you can carry 2 17-inch laptops comfortably and actually 3 tablets or iPads. Is there a next question?
We have, are the side pockets waterproof?
So the side pockets are highly water resistant, not 100% waterproof. And the reason for that is they have zippers. So if you were to throw the bag into the river or into a lake or something, and it sank, eventually water would get in through the zippers. However, from a practical point of view, it's water resistant enough that putting a wet umbrella in or a water bottle that's condensing or that maybe spills a little bit is fine. It won't go through into the interior compartments. Again, highly water resistant, not totally waterproof if you submerge it. Other questions?
We have, what pocket gets covered up when combining the bags?
Oh, yeah, that's a very good question. So let me put the, so here's our front unit. Here's the rear unit. And so the rear unit, you can see, has in its front a convenience pocket that channels a lot of the organization of the front unit. There's a place here for a phone, a charger, an iPad, some business cards, some pens and pencils, a key ring, things like that. That will get covered up. And then we have a small pocket underneath here that is very convenient for carrying cords and chargers and things like that. That will get covered up. And then you'll have the rear backpack straps that will not get covered up. What will get covered up on the front unit are the straps of the front unit. So if I then take this and the front unit, put them together like this with these attachment zippers, which, by the way, the zippers are all YKK, and the strength of the attachment zippers is, the tensile strength is about 190 pounds. I actually spent a day at YKK headquarters in New York City with their engineers to make sure I understood all the tensile strengths and everything. So there, now the whole thing's together, and what you can see is you see the front of the front unit, you see the rear of the rear unit, and then on the side you have space for a water bottle or umbrella where the expansion gusset is. Other questions? We'll wait just a minute to see if anybody has a further question. All right, so if there are no further questions, I'll just again restate that we're live on Kickstarter now. Our campaign lasts only 5 more days. So if you're interested, please consider pledging. There's a number of different pledge levels. You can pledge just for the 3-part bag. You can get an additional effective discount relative to retail if you buy what's called our all-in-one bundle, which includes all 3 components plus all 8 packing cubes plus a free hip belt. And there's also a double up if you want to buy 2. There's an additional discount if you buy 2 at once. So thank you very much for listening. We really appreciate your time, and happy traveling.